Luxury partner in brief of ongoing progress work on the Shagamu Lagos Infrastructure
bring all the traffic into this direction.
We are going to work to ensure that better during the day after the traffic. If we don't do what we need to do now, the road will collapse.
Good day and welcome to another edition of your program Infrastructure Weekly. This program x-rays the achievement and development within the power, works and housing sector and other infrastructure projects. I'm your anchor, Abosede Omowi. We will be back after this break to properly set sail. Stay with us.
Coming together of opportunities. This is what
Infrastructure is the backbone of development, which explains the Buhari government's effort at bridging the facility gap. Infrastructure Weekly is a television package designed to bring you latest information on hundreds of development projects going on in various sectors all over the nation.
there is no state in Nigeria today where you will not see our contractors busy at work.
Power generation, rural electrification, road rehabilitations, national housing scheme, construction of roads and rail lines across the country, you name it.
We are now able to produce 7,000 megawatt of power. That is no longer debatable.
Infrastructure Weekly is Nigerians working together for a better Nigeria. So be better informed to take better informed decisions. Watch Infrastructure Weekly, showing on Channels Television Thursdays 2:30 p.m., NTA Network Wednesdays 5 p.m., and Core TV News Fridays at 8 p.m. Infrastructure Weekly, making development known.
We take up today from the work sector, where residents and leaders of the southeastern part of Nigeria have commended the federal government for its strides in bridging the infrastructure deficit facing the nation. They also commended the federal government for its decision to repair roads linking the region to other parts of the country to help in preserving its position as a center of commerce and empower residents.
For people traveling through the southeastern parts of Nigeria, the experience was nothing short of horrific, with the state of most of the major roads linking the region together. The horrors, deaths, and tales of those became a part of reason many in the region believe they were a forgotten people until the advent of the Buhari administration. Now, for travelers and residents, the experience is better, and it is hoped the ongoing rehabilitation works on most of the major roads, including the second Niger Bridge, will continue.
In short, I'm grateful now than before. For over 15 years now or what? In short, there's no road that side. But that area is just like a bush. No, only cows and goats are passing that side. Nothing like a vehicle, nothing like even keke. Even motorcycle are not passing that area. But now we are seeing there's a very big thing, there's something different, and I'm grateful.
I thank government for put effort to finish the road, because for long we find it difficult to run here. But as it was now, it's very nice. We appreciate the government.
The expectation, according to residents, is for the projects to be completed in good time.
The APC is trying anyway. They are trying.
It was very bad. But I see now you people are working, grading the load, making the load to be safety, and okay. So I prefer that you people are doing a good job.
Some of the roads currently undergoing one form of rehabilitation or the other include Port Harcourt, Aba Road, Abriba Arochukwu or Hafia Road, Abia State, Oji, Achi, Obago, Mako, Ogo, Ndabo, Mpu, Okpanko Road, Enugu State, Second Niger Bridge, and the Ikotekpene Border Aba Owerri Road, Akwa Ibom, Abia, and Imo States. For many in the region, part of the reasons for the project is a belief that the President Muhammadu Buhari-led administration is to show the importance of the zone to national economic development and diversification.
the road will collapse.
The 496-kilometer long Kano-Maiduguri Road project has been on for some time now, and just like all the projects across the country, has suffered neglect necessitated by funding gap and security issues. But in the last 2 years, the road has gotten the attention it deserves and is a vital link between the northeast, northwest and other parts of Nigeria and a major part of the Trans-Saharan Highway. Let's take a listen to this report on the progress of work on the road. We'll be right back.
When President Muhammadu Buhari in his 2018 New Year address says the Ministry of Power, Works and Housing is one of the drivers of this government's commitments to renew and increase Nigeria's stock of infrastructure in order to achieve global economic competitiveness as targeted under the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan. Surely he is concerned about the well-being of Nigerians, especially in boosting the ease of doing business. This has become evident as the Ministry of Power, Works and Housing, under the leadership of Babatunde Fashola, is reviving abandoned road projects through adequate funding. Now contractors have returned to site at the Kano to Maiduguri Dualization Road construction works, and as completion is near, the project will serve as a link to many communities and bolster to economic activities across the nation.
As you can see behind me here, anybody who drives through this completed section will tell you that his experience is better. So, and this is what we seek to achieve, make it better than what we met, and the journey experience will improve.
About 3 years ago, these contractors were out of sight, largely because they were being owed and they didn't see any source of payment, because even the budgetary provision was nothing to write home about.
The dualization of Section 1 of the Kano to Maiduguri Road, a 101-kilometer long road, is situated in Kano and Katsina states in the northwest. The project, which ought to have been completed in 2010, was slowed down due to poor funding. The President Muhammadu Buhari-led federal government has revived the project with several interventions and works in the section has reached 55% completion stage.
Able to deliver this project, one working continuously for 9 months. But it was just the weather challenge, and we hear the rainy season is about 3 months. And there are works we can do within the rainy season, like wiring, asphalt work can be done, concrete works can be done. So even during the rainy season, we will be able to do some work.
You can see that a lot of people have been employed. We've employed our staff back, more especially skilled workers. I would say local content generally has been employed. When we pay salaries, people also, some small businesses also are affected positively, because our staff are able to go to the market and do local purchases at the same time.
We have over 400 workers just because of since the inception of this Shukuk. And presently now, we are still employing more daily.
More people, it's only one way that they are following from Kano to Katsina. That is the federal government expand the road.
The Section 2 of the Kano to Maiduguri dualization construction is 117.776 kilometers of new road and rehabilitation of existing roads between Shuwarin Azare and Shuwarin Junction Duse. It also consists of dual carriageway from Duse Kwana Huguma in Jigawa State. The contractor is at the site and work is progressing steadily. The percentage completion of the project is at 63.10%.
Our Sukuk fund has helped the project a lot. They capture from Kiawa to Jamari up to 24.7 kilometer has been funded the project. Sukuk people, they help the project a lot.
You know, federal government, they release money. It's another thing for you to release money and then you see the quality of the job done. Not that I spend money under maybe 5 years, the road will spoil. So we are here to make sure that the contractor, they do the work according to the specification.
The Section 3 of the Kano to Maiduguri dualization construction is a 106.341 kilometers, comprising Azare to Postiskum, and it is a wide dual carriage road consisting of additional new road and rehabilitation of existing ones. The project is at 82.22 completion stage.
Up till today, 104 kilometers has been completed with the assistance of the Ministry of the Government by Sukuk Fund. It helped a lot for fire the project. And as we see, the road is becoming very motorable and is very good quality, and it started from 2006. This year we have achieved a lot of progress.
The dualization of Kano to Maiduguri Road Section 4 is in 5 sections with a contract sum of 51.9 billion naira. The location of the project is Potiskum to Damaturu, about 102.075 kilometer road with bypass and Potiskum roundabout junction, linking several communities to Damaturu bypass roundabout. The federal government is also undertaking the full construction of existing roads.
Taking this project to the next level. So I think this administration, the effort of this administration should be commended. We only hope and solicit that the tempo be maintained.
That's 4 billion funding support. We already completed it, and thank you for the government support.
This road is linking from here to Maiduguri down to Chad, whereby many kinds of foodstuffs have been brought down to our cities. So this road has helped greatly and immensely for the growth of this area.
The dualization of Kano to Maiduguri Section V covers the Maturu to Maiduguri in Yobe and Borno State, about 145.109 kilometers dual carriageway, passing through farmlands and some structures within the road alignment. This particular section has a contract sum of 67.7 billion naira, reaching a completion stage of 44.15%. The highlight of progress is the piling and bridge deck completion as road works marks progress. Though the insecurity that pervades the northeast heavily affected the project, security situation has improved on board of the Buhari government with a change mantra, and the people are now breathing a sigh of relief as part of the dividends of democracy.
2 aspects of the job on this dualization. One is the construction of additional road. The other one is the rehabilitation of existing road.
We have been working since late last year, and we're looking since last year, and the fundings for our project has improved seriously with the advent of Sukuk. We don't have major challenges now. The only challenge we have on the site now is just security, where the security too has improved seriously, because initially we cannot be able to come to this section of the road and walk.
Now that they have brought this company, everything is now normal. Market is moving fine. Now everyone sleep and wake up in good health.
First of all, let me appreciate to His Excellency the President of Nigeria, Baba Buhari. We are very appreciate what he is doing.
The federal government is ambitious towards advancing road projects funding and completion, as well as major highways construction under the 100 billion naira Sukuk facility across the country to increase economic activities, maintain good security, and reduce unemployment rates for Nigerians.
In fact, I'm highly satisfied. You have already witnessed the 4 sections that are benefiting from the Sukuk funding. That is sections 2, 3, 4 and 5 along Kano Maiduguri Road. And you have seen for yourself that all the contractors are working in top speed. And they themselves have confessed that the Sukuk funding is one of those things that has energized them.
The President Muhammadu Buhari-led federal government's introduction of the Sukuk funding has made it possible for work to be seriously ongoing at various sections, and projects will be of great importance to the development of the country.
For inquiries, comments and feedback, you can tweet to us at infra_weekly at twitter.com and get in touch on Facebook on facebook.com/infrastructure weekly. We will be back after this time out to take you through development in the power sector. Stay tuned. Welcome back. The industrial sector, which used to be the pride of the nation and a major employer in the 70s, 80s and early 90s, has gone into decline over time due to the problems encountered in the power sector. With this in mind, the federal government met with stakeholders in the sector to fashion out ways to inject 2,000 megawatts of grid power to industries and other businesses. Let's take a listen.
Before this present administration, Nigeria targets 4,000 megawatts power production, but today the nation produces 7,000 megawatts, the minister says. Hence, this first stakeholders workshop is on improving power supply to uninterrupted 2,000 megawatts and tackle issues including lack of infrastructure as it affects production, transportation, and distribution of electricity.
There can be no better time to explore this option than at this time when our inventory is full, our warehouse is full of unused power. And we have also a clear promise of more power to come. This is the best time to open this up to see how many willing buyers will take off power from those who are producing power.
The aim of this workshop is to provide an avenue for the implementation of this new policy and ensure power synergy between stakeholders, including consumers and manufacturers.
This is a very important meeting for us. And again, as big or as small as you may see us, I think this is a very defining opportunity to make a very strong statement about our commitment to the economic recovery and growth plan that the President launched, about our commitment to diversify Nigeria's economy once and for all, and about our commitment to do Made in Nigeria.
While urging GENCO's, DISCO's, TCN, MAN and other stakeholders to be flexible in their deliberations, the Minister for Power, Works and Housing reiterates the commitment of this present administration towards providing access to effective power supply in order to support Made in Nigeria goods, manufacturing and more.
If you were just joining us, the program is Infrastructure Weekly, where we look at development within the power, works and housing sector and the strides of the Buhari administration in bridging the nation's infrastructure deficit. We will be right back after this break to take a closer look at how the National Housing Program is moving on in Ebonyi and Enugu states.
For every human need, there is a solution. For every challenge, there's a remedy. These challenges come through innovative ideas from visionaries like you. Do you have such ideas? Are you interested in converting your ideas into solutions for the development of the South-South? Then welcome to Merridale Innovation Hub, Tinapa, Calabar, Cross River State. Merridale Hub is an Empower Innovation initiative to grow the South-South economy using technology. This is a platform for the new generation, digital natives, to demonstrate and deploy their creative genius for the growth of Nigeria's South-South region and the entire nation at large. Everything we need is not abroad, it's right here. So hurry now and apply online at merridalehub.com. Successful applicants will be contacted and funded. For more details, visit www.merridalehub.com. Merridale Innovation Hub. Innovation for transformation.
Thanks for staying tuned. The National Housing Program is one of the success stories of the Muhammadu Buhari administration, and it is currently on in 33 states of the Federation. We'll bring you this report on the level of work done in the Ebonyi and Enugu leg of the program and how it has helped in empowering residents and improve the local economy.
The National Housing Program is one of the laudable projects of the President Muhammadu Buhari's led federal government to provide decent, affordable and functional housing units and accommodation to Nigerians, especially those in Ebonyi states. The site at Ezangbo in Ebonyi comprises of 12 blocks of 2-bedroom semi-detached bungalows with 24 units, 8 blocks of 3-bedroom semi-detached bungalows with 16 units, 3 blocks of 1-bedroom semi-detached bungalows with 6 units, and 1 block of condominium comprising of 24 units of various capacities.
It is a laudable, one of the best projects the federal government of these days are doing in order to visit the deficit in housing. And you can see that we have different types of building meant for different type of category of people. So they are meant for the low income and also for the rich. Everybody to be embedded into the same estate. Over 1,000 people are employed in this site. And the good things there is that we make sure the indigenous people of this society are employed. They are the one doing the iron bending, all sort of the work, apart from the professional work that is being supervised by the ministry.
There are about 12 contractors working on these buildings and various relevant professionals in the building industry. Architects, engineers, iron benders, carpenters and more are assisting them.
Federal government for believing on us, the indigenous contractors. Before now they have been engaging international, or may I say foreign contractors to do this kind of work, when contractors here in Nigeria can do more than. This is just taking us about 8 months to do this, and I believe that if federal government goes more to give indigenous contractors this kind of job, will do more better than foreign contractors.
This present administration is promoting local content as over 95% of the workforce at the site are indigenous of the community. Indigenous traders are supplying building materials, including iron rods, blocks, cement, gravel, shop sand, and laterite.
Some of our boys here are very happy. We're enjoying with the program, the project, I mean to say. We even need federal government to do more for us so that our people, our boys, have work to do.
Over 1,000 persons are beneficiaries of some of these activities at the site, especially truck drivers, Okada riders, artisans and food vendors. They express gratitude to the President Muhammadu Buhari government for giving them the opportunity to earn a living. This is also the same in the National Housing site in Ugbogonike, Enugu State, where the federal government is constructing 4 units of 3 and 1-bedroom semi-detached bungalows and a 3-story condominium of 24 units consisting of a total of 72 units. As a team leader, contractors and suppliers speak about the impact of the ongoing housing project in Enugu. One of the artisans say getting opportunity to work as a laborer on this project is a source of funding that has enabled him to continue schooling.
The work has helped me to meet up with my academic needs, number one. It has helped me also to engage in businesses that is making me to be self-reliant. I want to say thank you, the federal government. I want to say they should continue with this great work, because apart from the white-collar job which many of the youth, or many of us the youth, wants to get, the federal government is helping us to get something meaningful outside the white-collar job. Like most of us are not having white-collar job. I think this is a very good privilege that we are achieving.
In place for this place to be, a comfortable housing estate. We have the infrastructure contracts. They've been awarded, and they've actually, some have started. You can see we have the electrical contractors have started. So you can see look around and see they have actually set up the pools and all that, and the water has already started. They've put some tanks in place.
The Ministry of Power, Works and Housing is ensuring more job creation through the federal government's construction of houses meant to provide affordable accommodation for Nigerians across the country under its National Housing Program.
That's it on today's edition of the program. Join us again next week for another interesting package. But before then, let's continue the conversation on Twitter at infra_weekly, at twitter.com, and on Facebook /infrastructureweekly at facebook.com. And lastly, pay your tax to continue to support the infrastructure agenda of the Buhari administration for sustainable national development. My name is Abosede Omowi. Bye for now.
We are going to work to ensure that